Welcome to Daily News Vocabulary. Today is February 28, 2026. Brinkmanship. The practice of pushing a dangerous situation to the edge to gain advantage.
For example, commentators described the exchange of strikes as brinkmanship, with each side testing limits without crossing into open war.
Deterrence. A strategy that discourages an adversary through credible threats of consequences.
For example, officials framed limited strikes as deterrence, aiming to prevent further attacks.
Proportionality. The principle that a response must match the scale of the provocation.
For example, debate centered on proportionality, weighing the scale of response against the initial attack.
Escalation. A rise in intensity, scope, or severity of conflict.
For example, analysts tracked signs of escalation as retaliatory cycles intensified.
Clandestine. Conducted in secret to avoid detection or attribution.
For example, reports suggested a clandestine campaign using covert assets.
Deniability. The ability to credibly reject responsibility for an action.
For example, indirect tactics offered deniability to actors avoiding formal responsibility.
Geostrategic. Relating to strategies shaped by geography and power dynamics.
For example, targets appeared chosen for geostrategic value along key corridors.
Incursion. A brief or sudden entry into territory to attack or reconnoiter.
For example, a brief incursion across a contested boundary triggered alarms.
Reprisal. A retaliatory action taken in response to perceived harm.
For example, each strike risked prompting reprisal, perpetuating the cycle.
Conflagration. A large, destructive conflict that spreads rapidly.
For example, observers feared a spark could trigger a wider conflagration.
Story time. Maps vividly reveal brinkmanship as planners weigh deterrence against escalation. Clandestine sorties blur proportionality and invite swift reprisal, while deniability masks sponsors. A geostrategic incursion spirals, turning corridors into tinder. Analysts warn a misread signal could ignite a regional conflagration, where rhetoric eclipses restraint and civilians bear the unending cost.